This is the teacher orientation for the imperialism activity or simulation. Our lesson objectives are to understand the interrelationship between industrial production, natural resources, and markets, or why imperialism happened, to understand the general geography of Africa, and understand the impact of technology and innovation on industrial production. These are the components of this lesson. The map of Europe shows an equal balance of industrial production, natural resources, and markets. The little factories show how much industrial production a country has. The little red squares show how many natural resources they have. Nothing changes on the map of Europe. Alright, here we're going to use the imperialism spreadsheet, and we're going to do a couple countries, do a couple rounds here so you can kind of see how everything works on the spreadsheet. The first round that we do is going to be called the technology round, and what we do there is all 8 countries, starting with France through Portugal, will each develop technology through research and development, which is down here. As we look at the top of the spreadsheet here, the first thing we see is population, and that's just there for a reference. That's kind of how we developed our numbers. These are populations somewhere in the middle 1800s in Africa and in Europe. For the population totals, it's just Europe at the top. From Africa, you'll be able to see population totals on the map, which you see here on this map. So when we see West Africa, we see 72. That's their market share and the population of that, a population number reference close to the 39 that we have here, representing roughly 72 million people in Africa. So we've got 3 big categories here. We've got industrial production, natural resources, and markets. And what we're trying to show is how these are all interconnected with each other. The only way that you can raise your industrial production is through research and development. And so let's do an example here. In order to get technology credits, we have to use a little bit of chance down here in the research and development department. So students will have to assess the amount of risk they want to take. If you roll a dice, of course, if you have 6 chances, if you buy 6 chances, that means you're guaranteed to get 1. Okay, so let's say that France is going to take $36 out of their national income, which they have to spend here, and they're going to take 6 rolls of 6 and 1 roll of 3. So we're going to do, we know the 6 rolls of 6 they're going to get automatically, so we're going to do the 3. And so we double click on this box, and that's going to give us a random number. Now we push the return button, and we got a 5. Well, they had to get a 1, 2, or 3 since they bought that 1 research and development for 3 credits, and they rolled a 5, so that means they don't get anything for that. They do get 6 rolls now at a 6, and so now we come back for our second roll, and whatever number comes up here, we're going to take it times 6, and that'll be how many technology credits they get. So they got lucky, they got a 6, and so we take 6 times 6 equals 36, and so we put in the technology credits of 36. Now the spreadsheet's going to show the low numbers, so that students know, hey, this is what you need to get up in order to increase your national income. Because if you look at the spreadsheet right now, our national income didn't go up any, because we have a total of 75 production credits, but we've only got 39 natural resource credits and 39 markets to pay off. And we've got to have both natural resources and markets equal with production or higher than this to raise our income. Okay, so let's go to Great Britain now, and we're going to do the same thing. And they have 37, and so we've got to roll a 1 and 6 sixes. Now they can get riskier and say, let's just say they do get riskier. Let's say instead of 6 sixes, we're going to go with 12 threes. And we roll those all at once. We don't roll those individually. We'll be here forever. So we click on our random number twice again, and then we're going to hit the return key, and we've got to get a 3, a 2, or a 1 in order to get that technology credit. We got a 3. Okay, good. That's good for an example. So we had 12 rolls at a 6. And so we got that. So now we're going to take 12 times whatever number on our second roll we get. 3. So we got 36, which is exactly the same number. So there's a lot of chance involved here. And so now you can see that we've added our technology credits and our production is up. And our income still stays the same at 37 because we need more natural resources and we need more markets. And we know we can't get those from Europe because we're taking all that we can get out of there. And so now we have to go to Africa. And so we've done our round there. So we come back and we're going to skip research and development this time, even though in the game we would do it again to pump up that production. So we're going to skip over that this time, and we're going to go to the next part of it, which is military. Now, we've got to spend our money here, and so maybe we shouldn't skip over that. So we'll come back. We've got 39. Let's do it easy again. We're going to do 6 rolls of 6. That comes to a 2, so 2 times 6 is 12. So now we're going to increase this to 48. There, now we're at 87. Our income still hasn't changed. We've got 3 left over, so we put that extra 3 that we didn't want to spend, our savings. Now that can be used next time. We've got enough military credits so that we don't need to add any to that, but they could, if they wanted to, they could spend their national income on military credits as well. So we go back to the African map now, and let's say that France wants to take West Africa. So we highlight West Africa, and now we go to Format, and we turn our fill color to a light blue, which I believe is France's color. And now we see that it's cost us 36 credits because the little green square here says 36, so it's 36 military credits. Go back to the spreadsheet. We've got 39, so we change that to a 3 because we just spent 36 of it. Now we go back to the Africa map and we see that we've got a market of 72 and a natural resource credit of 144. So 72 and 144. So we go back here, we're going to increase our markets by 72. And we're going to increase our natural resources by 144. Now we can see we've got plenty of natural resources. That's the end of France's turn. We can see now that we need to add more industrial production and create more markets in order to create a higher income. Right now our income for the next round is going to be 87. And we've got 3 credits in savings. It looks like we're pretty low on military credits, but we'll be able to add to that before we get to any battles at all. And so there's an example of how the spreadsheet works. The real tricky part, of course, is the research and development. But again, every time you want to generate a random number, you just double click on it, hit return, and it'll generate a random number 1 through 6. We can see now that our change down here is we've increased our per capita standard of living by 54%. And so all of these will change as these numbers change across the board up here. But the students definitely can see now with the new spreadsheet that they are low on production and low on markets and have plenty of natural resources. So they need to concentrate in those areas. And it looks like with only 87 as production, that's a place, research and development, that they really need to boost up. So that's the spreadsheet.